What is going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. I am very excited to be here with you today because we are doing another installment of our favorite series, Lone Legendary, which if you guys are new to this channel, well, firstly, subscribe if you're new to this channel, but we do a series on here every once in a while called Lone Legendary, which we basically break down a single legendary and put it in a free-to-play deck for your benefit, okay? For your benefit. So we talk about kind of deck builds, what cards go well with this unit, and then also what this unit specifically does, okay? So if you've missed the last two installments, we've done one on Summoner as well as Boreas, and today we are doing one on Frost. A bunch of you guys actually asked for a Frost breakdown or whatever, so here we are. We're going against Frost, and it should be pretty good because Frost is one of those units that honestly you can put it in pretty much any deck and it will be pretty strong. Okay, so Frost is a support card that slows, and having any slow in your deck is always going to be useful. It's always going to be useful. So one of the main questions that I always get is what's better, Frost or Cold Mage? Okay, I often have said Cold Mage is better, but truly they're different. Okay, so Frost is better for waves to where Cold Mage is better for bosses, okay? And let me break down why I believe that to be true, okay? Because Frost only activates periodically, right? It's like a time frame every, whatever, 10 seconds or something crazy like that. So when you're going up against bosses with Frost, sometimes the boss doesn't even get hit until like midway through your board, so there's no slow happening against that boss until midway through your board or whenever it activates, which can be really, really unfortunate, okay? But against waves, Frost is really useful because let's try and make a switch if it happens here. Let's do, nope, there's only one Frost, can't do anything there. It's really useful because it will hit all of the units when it actually activates. So you only need really one or so Frost, maybe one rank, a couple high-ranking ones, or just one high-ranking one, or whatever, to freeze all of your units, or all of the monsters, I should say, on your board, right? So the flip side of that, Cold Mage, when Cold Mage is going up against bosses, it always targets the frontmost unit. So when it goes up against bosses, it's really useful because it'll hit that boss right off the bat, and you'll always have that slow. However, against, let's see, let's just do this. Let's do this. Okay, we actually got a Frost there. I'm going to come down here. Okay, we're looking okay, to be perfectly honest. Let's go over here, actually. Another Priestess. I'll come down here. Rank 3 Priestess. Thunderer. We're kind of okay. We got Bedlam. Cold Mage. If you're going up against waves and you want to slow every monster on your board down, you're going to have a harder time because you're going to need at least a few high-ranking Cold Mages, which you can usually get, but you don't need that many Frosts to do the same effect. So that's kind of the biggest difference. So whatever deck you're using, if it's stronger against bosses, think about using Frost to take care of waves. If your deck is better against waves and struggles against bosses, think about using Cold Mage. I think that's a really good way to look at it. And let's just do this, just to try and get a little extra damage going here. 3 seconds. We do have a decent amount of mana, so hopefully we can take out Bedlam pretty good and still get our board looking pretty decent. But the second thing I really wanted to talk about is a bunch of you guys have mentioned that you don't have Vampire. So in most of these free-to-play decks, I put Vampire in there just to have a little extra aggro ability, as well as something that does mana production, okay? So if you don't have Vampire, Vampire is probably one of the best mana production units in the game, other than maybe Summoner spam, right? But Priestess definitely has its benefits to where Vampire doesn't have these benefits. So let's break them down real quick. Priestess, you can have more profit from Priestess in different situations, okay? So if you're going up against certain bosses, you find yourself in different opportunities from Priestess that you wouldn't with Vampire. If you're going up against Bedlam, Bedlam's going to switch you around. You have the opportunity to have a bunch of priestesses that you can combine out and get mana. If you're going up against Warlock or against Shamans, you're going to all of a sudden find that Shamans come down, steal one of your priestesses, and you actually get mana for that. I mean, that's huge. That's massive. The same thing with Warlock. If Warlock comes down and hits one of your priestesses, you get that profit from that priestess as if you combined out. So here we are. We're taking out this Bannerlord. Come on, Ka. And let's see what we got. Tamer coming up next. Should be a little bit interesting. And I'm going to continue to combine out a little bit, but not too much. So you can see right now is what I'm talking about. He's not slowed down at all yet. He has not gotten hit by Frost one time. Oh, yeah, now he has. Now he has. So I don't know when exactly that triggered, but we did take it out, and so far so good. We are well on our way. I think he's going to... Yeah, he's got Snowflake, so he doesn't even need to use it if he doesn't need to. But he might take a hit. There's a hit. Oh, he did take a hit, so that's a really good sign for us, and hopefully we can hold on for the rest of this game to take it out. Vampire also in those specific situations really struggles. Okay, if you're going up against Shaman, you want to level up your Vampire immediately. But if Shamans are taking away your Vampires, you're going to be stuck with a level 4 Vampire with no Vampires on your board, which is you just feel silly, right? Same thing with Warlock. If Warlock comes down and takes your Vampire away, you get nothing for that, right? Literally nothing for that. So kind of depending on what you're looking for, Priestess is a pretty good option. I just kind of try and combine out and hope that I don't get a super high ranking Priestess when I'm combining out. But already we're starting to look a little bit ugly. We got Puppeteer, 20 seconds. I think we'll be able to make it to Puppeteer. Hopefully we won't need our Snowflake. But 14 seconds, I think we're going to need our Snowflake. 10 seconds. I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it. Gonna have to use it. We might still lose. Can't take a hit. Can't take a hit. Oh, we didn't take a hit. We didn't take a hit. So hopefully Puppeteer... Wow, he is taking that out so fast. 1.6, 1.4, 1.2. 700, 600. Holy smokes, he took that out quick. Well, also, we haven't taken a hit at all yet, so... we don't necessarily need to take this guy out. Let's try and combine out a little bit here. What the heck did we get? I didn't even see. Oh, we gotta do that. We're gonna do that. What do we got here? We'll go here. Frost is pretty useful. Come over here. So we're not going to take out Puppeteer. We don't have any mana, so we can't level anybody up. So was that the best play by me doing all that stuff? Probably not. I don't even know what I want to level up, whether it would be more beneficial to just go straight up Frost, or I don't know. I think I'm going to do Frost and Alchemist, and maybe I should just do Alchemist. I'm not really sure, to be honest. So let's do this. Maybe we can hold on. Let's try and get our Frost up one more time, just because it's going to be cold that's going to win us this game. It's not going to be damage. But we also are going to need to do enough damage. So he's going through 1,000,000 Bannerlord right now, which is madness. He's doing so much damage, dude. Engineer. I've been running into so many Engineer decks today, as well as so many Inquisitor decks. But I think this is going to be it. We got to freeze. He can also freeze, so there's no chance I can win this game. Ah, man, I thought we had him. I thought we were close, but that's going to end up being an L right there. Oh, tough loss right there. Really tough loss. Let's try to jump into one more game just to show off Frost a little bit more. I really want to make sure that you guys understand that, A, I'm up at like 5,600 now. I've dropped a lot of trophies, but if you only have one legendary, chances are you're not going to be up here. So the decks that I show off in these videos probably will work with your cards where you're at on the ladder, and with these tips that'll also help. So let's jump in, going up against this guy. He's running a similar deck to what I'm running, except he's got Harlequin Summoner to where I have Frost and Priestess. So a little bit interesting. But not the worst start in the world. We got a couple of Alchemists right there. We got another Alchemist right there. Holy smokes. And we should be able to chug along and hopefully get a dub for the first of this video. For the first of this video, I really want to win here. And hopefully we can do it. So let's just take it one card at a time. That's all you can do. Before I forget, make sure that you guys put in the comments what card you want to see next, what legendary card you want to have talked about. I've also seen Corsair in there a few times. I don't have Corsair, can't show it off at the moment. But any other card, I don't have Stasis either. So, but I don't think anyone would really want Stasis. Stasis, it's like the same thing as Frost. It's going to be a support card that you can kind of use in any deck. Is it super effective over other cards? Probably not. But I think Frost is really strong. It's just you have to find the right deck for it. And if you can withstand with Frost, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Which, I mean, another combination I could have done is literally like, oh, I was going to say Boreas, Plague Doctor, but we couldn't do Boreas. So like Wind Archer, Plague Doctor, Grindstone, maybe something like that. You definitely don't have to do Alchemist, Thunder, or anything, right? Whatever deck you want to put it in that you're using, if you want some extra slow, put Frost in there and you know kind of what to expect. It's going to be strong against wave, a little bit weaker against bosses, that type of stuff. But what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 10. Let's just combine out a little bit. Okay, so well, I could have combined out Frost as well, but I'm not going to bother right now. Do a little spamming. Let's go there. Let's go up one. Oh my man. From two rank 2 grindstones to a rank 3 priestess. Yeah, hate to see it. Let's go down here. That's pretty good. Our board doesn't look so good anymore. His board looks pretty solid. I'm gonna try my best to kind of combine out and see what we can do. But that loss threw me. That loss threw me for a loop. I thought we had it. But hey, the one thing that we do have that he doesn't have is Frost. So let's see if we perhaps can withstand longer than him and get ourselves in pretty good shape here. Let's go over here. Another Frost. I'm actually going to combine out Frost. Okay. Because we still have one. Like I said, you only really need one Frost for it to be pretty effective. So that's why I think it might be better than Cold Mage, because you need a bunch of Cold Mages for it to be super effective. Okay, we actually got Grindstones in really nice spots. Let's try and get our Frost up one time. We got 35 seconds. He's having a little bit of a hard time, but he hasn't leveled up his stuff all that much, so not exactly sure. Let's actually use our Snowflake right now, just because I want to, if he can get there, I want his units to get there now, not later. Oh man, but he's coming back a little bit. 16 seconds. He took all that stuff so quickly. I don't even know how. Warlock, I'll go here. Not what you want to see. Man, let's go here. Okay, that actually helped. And we got Warlock coming up right now. Should be a little bit interesting to go to Warlock. Let's see how long it takes for it to get slow. Okay, so right there. Prophet. Love that. And we got a Priestess right back, which is pretty funny. I don't know how well we're going to take out Warlock because we don't have that many Thunderers. And it's just going to keep on increasing his damage. But hopefully we can slow it down enough for it to get taken out. Boom, 160. You'll love to see that. Come on, take out Warlock. All right, we're not going to take out Warlock. But neither is he. So now it kind of comes down to the slow. Hopefully we can show off how Frost works with increased slow. Okay, because slow, just lasting longer than your opponent, sometimes is all it takes. Is just the name of the game. Sometimes that's it. Sometimes that's all you need. Let's go. Okay, so we got another Grindstone right there. We're not killing things very quickly, but he's got his stuff up, leveled up just a bit more than me. So let's see what we can do. The next thing I should do is probably level up my Alchemist. And we also have Snowflake, which is really good, rather than he has Buddy the Elf. So let's try and take out this little clump here. We got our Alchemist up one time. They're starting to get to the end of his board. Get there. He paused them right there. Let's get our Frost up one time. He's got to go through a 39. He's got a bunch of them. 34. That is a victory. That is what you like to see. If you have Frost and you don't have a bunch of other units, I don't know why I started like a crazy person right there. If you have Frost and don't have a bunch of other units, try it out in your deck. It's going to be strong in pretty much any deck. It's just a little extra slow to combine with all of your damage and your other support cards and things like that. But that's going to be the end of this YouTube video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.